Back in the hotel room now. I just got back from London, staying in Northampton overnight, and what an amazing day! Really was an amazing day. We went into the match full of confidence. Absolutely incredible atmosphere. Everybody was, I mean, the flag displays, everything like that for Newcastle United was just incredible from the word go. Um, Everybody was up for it. We started really brightly, I thought. We went at Manchester United. Um, they then score from a free kick, which was never a free kick, in my opinion. Uh, was it offside? I'm not so sure. When I've got back and had a look at the lines that were drawn, it's close. But the refereeing standard today was absolutely dog shit, as we expected. And we kept fighting. We went 2-0 down. We made changes at half time. I thought Isak did brilliantly when he came on. Really suited that position today. Turned and ran at the Man United defence. Maxi was lively. Gave the ball away too much, in my opinion, but he was lively. Callum just isn't at the races at the minute, guys. I just don't know why. I don't know what's going on with Callum Wilson. I've said it time and time again now. I don't understand what's the matter with him. He just doesn't seem to be functioning. But you know what? At the end of the day, we'll be back. And I think that's what we have to take from this game today, that we will be back. The owners all tweeting out that the support was immense, as it was. We stayed till full time, gave the players a great ovation, they deserved it because they did put an effort in today. Whether it was good enough or not is beside the point. But you know what? The main story again of the game is our finishing. Why we don't shoot the ball, I do not understand. We get ourselves in some great positions, but then we rather try and walk the ball into the net, and that's the frustrating thing. Someone needs to just take a pop on goal, like Jacob Murphy did when he came on. He hit that shot just wide of the post. I think it was about a foot wide, but I was right behind that, and it was an excellent effort. But nobody else is taking responsibility to shoot the ball. And that is a very, very frustrating thing that come out of that game today, as it has been with previous performances over the last few weeks. We're just not putting the ball in the net, creating some opportunities. But again, when we get in that 18-yard box, nobody wants to take a pop, and it just, the move goes dead. We either turn it back and we try and there's no crosses coming in and things like that. When we get in an immediate position to cross, we're cutting back, trying to knock the ball across, and it just doesn't work. We give the opposition time to regroup once we've broke them down, and that doesn't work. It just doesn't. I thought Trippier's distribution today from free kicks, corners was terrible. We were annoyed at the fact that Willock went to take a few when he came on, and Trippier told him, no, I'll take them, and they came to nothing. Matt Ritchie then comes on for the last few minutes of the game, and the first free kick he takes is a beauty, planted right in the right area, and unfortunately we didn't score from it. But I think overall, the general consensus is that we will be back, and I think that's the most important thing. My main gripe about today is those disgusting, despicable Manchester United fans. When we were waiting, we were hanging around Wembley and that before we went in. The Man United fans were all walking past, no shirts on show, no colours, no nothing. And the only reason that they showed colours in the stadium is because Manchester United Football Club left them all a scarf on each seat. If it wasn't for that, there would have been no flags waved from Manchester United, no colours there. They were a disgrace. And then after the game, me and my daughter standing waiting for Stato to come out of the ground because he was sitting in a different place. And Man United fans trying to be intimidating when they left the stadium to head towards the underground system. And one of them got right into my daughter's face, shouting, fuck the Geordies and things like that, and you Geordie bastard, right in front of her, to the point where one of them came and said that, and I just dug him in the ribs. I had enough. And when I did that, he quickly ran off with all his pals down towards the tube station, and I thought, yeah, you big man. But to intimidate a 14-year-old girl is pathetic. It's a pathetic thing to do. You know, and all these Manchester United fans that were walking past, you know, barging past us as if, you know, we're not entitled to be there. You know, screaming in our faces, you know, now you've seen United, fuck off home, and all of this kind of crap. It really is pathetic. These are a disgusting fan base. You know, and probably that wasn't the only incident that they were trying to, you know, intimidate us and things like that. And to be fair to Phoebe, she stood her ground. She wasn't taking any crap from them. But from, you know, a little girl who suffers from anxiety to go through that is bang out of order, man. Bang out of order. You know, getting in the faces and saying Geordie wankers and Geordie shitheads and all of this and fuck off home and stuff like that. It is, you know, and that's why I punched one of them in the ribs, because they deserved it. And I hope he's very sore when he wakes up in the morning, because just couldn't take that. You know, someone gets in the face of your daughter like that, it is pretty damn sickening, and a disgrace. And this fan base, you know, the entitlement from them, you know, they just think they deserve to be in every final. They deserve to win everything, and it's just bollocks, right? Because, you know, a few years' time, we are going to be bigger than them. And I think they struggle. If their takeover doesn't go through, they're up shit creek without a paddle. And I really hope it doesn't. I really hope they're stuck with the Glazers for years to come, because their behaviour is, quite frankly, sickening. And, you know, I noticed that, you know, especially when the majority of the Man United fans came out the ground, you know, they were making, you know, some Newcastle fans standing in groups just to the side. And, you know, they were deliberately coming over and trying to intimidate us, trying to cause problems. And they're just disgusting people. I mean, if your son or daughter went up to a 14-year-old girl trying to intimidate her like that, then what does that say to you? Would you be angry as a parent? Of course you would. But to know that, you know, these people, I mean, some of them are grown men. They're not kids anyway. Some of them are grown men doing it, which makes it even more farcical and even more disgusting. But it is what it is. You know, they try and intimidate us, and one of them ended up with sore ribs. But, you know, it's a shame that that has to happen, because before the game, you know, going into the fan zone for the Newcastle fan zone, met some subscribers in there. You know, everybody was just really enjoying the day, really enjoying the day. You know, the build up to the game was superb. The display with all the flags before kickoff, it was immense. And then you get the knobheads like that coming out and trying to ruin your day, but they didn't. You know, we had a great day despite the result, but there is work to be done. And I think now for the rest of the season, I think we need to concentrate on the Premier League now and try and finish as high as we can, try and get a European spot. Use this defeat, use this hurt as motivation more than anything. Don't let it derail what we've done all season. And I think that's what Eddie Howe needs to work on. The fact that he needs to make sure that this result is taken positively for the rest of the season, rather than derail anything for the rest of the campaign, because we've worked so hard to get where we are. Yes, we are overachieving. There's no doubt about that. But now we're in that position. We need to make sure that we go for it and stay really focused for the rest of the season, because it will be a real disappointment if we were to lose what we've built all season. And I'm sure Eddie will try and use this result as a, you know, he'll say to the players, look, feel that hurt, feel the pain you're in right now, but use it as a motivation. Just think of the experience you've had today and realize that we could be back here on numerous occasions, you know, in the future. And I think that's what we have to focus on, because, you know, a lot of fans coming out of the ground saying, yep, this is the first time, you know, we've lost the game. However, let's just realize that this is going to be the first of many finals. And that's what the owners were saying as well in the tweets out, thanking the fans for the support and things like that. You could see some of the players took the defeat really hard. Bruno, and I particularly noticed Botman and Cher were absolutely gutted. And yes, sure, they should be. It's a cup final. But I just hope that spurs them on to get Newcastle a European place next season, playing in the, you know, getting in with the big boys. I'm sure we're going to spend money in the summer. So there is positives. There is a lot to look forward to with Newcastle United. So fingers crossed, we are on the up, and this final was the first of many to come. But thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. What do you think about the Man United fans? I mean, I have a feeling I know what you all think anyway. But to intimidate a 14-year-old girl like that is pathetic. I mean, if I wasn't so tired, I'd probably be a lot more bad tempered about it. But I've had time to calm down. It's been a very, very long day, but it's just disgusting. It really is disgusting. But let me know what you thought of the game, and don't forget we'll be back with the proper match review tomorrow night at 8 o'clock live on the channel. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Do stick a like on if you've enjoyed the video, and if you're new to the channel, as usual, please do hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the live review of the game. Good night, everybody. Take care.